Hi there. Today's December 10th, and I've got my post gym hair going on. Man, I just want to make a video today because I'm just finding some really cool stuff that's showing up. I was talking the other day about like what it is that we're worrying about and what that actually means, and that's really been opening up a lot for me. And I want to share it because it's just really so deep. If we look at what we're worrying about, what we're ashamed of, what we're trying to prevent, what we're trying to create, all of these things, sit down and do a journaling exercise and write that out in if you're like, oh, I don't want this to happen or I want this to happen, sit down and write it out in the tense of I want this to happen. Because that is actually what is happening when we're thinking those thoughts. We're really truly expressing out to whatever energy it is out there that's listening. This is what I want because this is what I'm focusing on and this is what I'm saying to you. Imagine that every word we spoke were a prayer, what would we really be praying for? Right? Like, really take this to heart. So, what you're ashamed of, what you're trying to hide. So here's the thing, what you're trying to hide, those parts of you that you're embarrassed of or that you don't like or that you're trying not to show anybody, the things that you're trying to create because you think you need them in order to be happy, the things that you're trying to prevent because if they do happen they're going to break your heart, or you're not going to be able to handle the pain, whatever that is. If you're trying to hide it or you're trying to create it or trying to prevent it, I never actually saw the part about trying to hide it, but that's a big one. Because if you're trying to hide it, there's a lot of fucking energy that you put in every day of trying not to let that part of you be seen. I just realized one big part of me that I have a hard time sharing with people is my fucking sense of humor. I've got a really disturbing sense of humor. It's not PG. Let's put it that way. And my friends that really know me fucking love my humor. Like, that's when I get people laughing. My mom had the craziest sense of humor. That's what got us laughing. When we sit around and talk about memories about my mom, we talk about the crazy shit that used to fly out of her mouth and how funny she was. I take after my mom. I've always had the shock factor, but I hide that part of me because for whatever reason, I hide that part of me. And, today I made a post about something funny that I said at the chiropractor. And as soon as I put the post up, I was like, holy shit. Like, what are people going to think? Like, what are people going to think about me saying something, risque or whatever it is? So I realized that it must take a lot of energy for me to hide that part of me. I am very aware that I do not want to be rejected by men. And I was sitting with that truth and sitting with that truth. And what I realized yesterday after doing the exercise, the journaling exercise, was holy shit. I am always choosing the man that's going to reject me. It shows up in different forms all the time. They're getting healthier and healthier as time goes on. But I'm still putting my energy into the man that doesn't choose me, that doesn't show me that he cares about me, that doesn't have passion or excitement about me. So, yeah, Of course I get rejected because those are the men I choose. I'm not here to judge myself, and I'm certainly not here to judge you. But if we do not shine a light on this, we will never change it. You know, when I talk about living the life of our dreams, well, if we're still worrying and hiding and, you know, trying to create or prevent things, we're still in this energy of it's like we're still in this energy of being in this field with all these landmines. We're trying, we're trying, we're trying, and we're trying, and what we're not actually doing is surrendering. And so let's start to really do this, because I am not going to fucking waste any more time on bullshit. But my patterns keep trying to pull me back, you know, thinking about this man. Oh, but he comes and he holds your hand, and you know, he does these things. Really? That is not enough. That is not nearly enough. And I've been on this fucking roller coaster ride for 4.5 months, you know, going back and forth and of, oh, but he does this, and then we see each other and it's so wonderful, and he says he does all the nice things. But nice is not enough. Like, nice is not enough. We need passion. We need reciprocity. We're giving loving women who deserve to have loving men. Why are we settling for less? I know why. Look at the relationship that you saw your parents in. Look at the relationship you saw your grandparents in. Need I say more? Now I've decided this hurts. Like, it hurts. Like, this relationship that I've been in, it's not even called a relationship because he wouldn't even call it a relationship. It's a friendship. Yet, you know, whatever. Yeah, when we're together, it's wonderful. But when we're not together, which is most of the time, it's like playing a fucking drunk game of whack-a-mole. Like, it's like a fucking drunk whack-a-mole game. And that is not how I want my life to be. That is not the partner that I want. But because he holds my hand when we're together, and you know, he's not trying to force himself on me sexually, and you know, we're taking things slow, and he must respect me, and he must really like me. If no, it's not enough. And like I said, I've been making these videos back and forth for 4.5 months. And now I realize it's my choice. It's my choice to take scraps or really follow this through and see what can happen in my life and yours if we really start to challenge these old addictions that we have, these programs that we have, and just be like, nope, not fucking doing this anymore. I don't want to I don't want to be addicted to rejection anymore. I don't want to be addicted to failure anymore. So the practical action moving forward is to, number one, stop spending time with the things that are driving us crazy because they're not choosing us or loving us or treating us properly. But the other thing is, really start to talk to the divine mother and father, whatever the energy of power is to you, the energy of creation, and really have these talks of like, okay, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, show me the truth, show me the truth, show me the truth. And as you see the truth, then you're going to intuitively ask, what do I do with this? And I would rather be single for the rest of my motherfucking life than be rejected again. But I'm not really being rejected by anyone. I am the one